Okay, I'm here with actor and artist Ektor Rivera, who is currently starring as Emilio Esteban on Your Feet in Broadway. How are you?
Good, I'm good. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for taking time to meet with me. So you got thrown in to this role rather quickly. You were not even appearing yet on Broadway, and then you went to Washington D.C. I understand to play for Fourth of July. What was that experience like for you?
The 4th of July was my first experience to be with the cast
Uh-huh.
of the On Your Feet and to share a stage with Ana Villafañe. So it was a symbolic introduction to be with the cast. You know, the days before I met Ana, and because I rehearsed with Christy Prades, with another uh, Gloria, and so that was the first time that we actually be in the stage. I dress as Emilio Estefan and share the stage with the whole cast. So for me, first it's the Capitol Fourth, 11 million people
Yeah.
watching, and so it was a little bit intimidating, but as a symbolic way, it was really good to have that kind of introduction and present myself to the world, if I have to say that.
And when did you first decide you wanted to be a performer? Did you have those goals early on in life? Did you want to be an artist first? Or what was your first love?
My first love was singing as a singer. Well, not actually as a draw. I draw everything since I was 9 or 10 years old. I like to draw. I like to draw in my school, everything, the maps of Puerto Rico, everything that is related to drawing. The teacher always selected me to draw things. So I think that it was my first, the art, the plastic art was my first love. And then at 14 years old or 15, then I started to sing. And then I started to do commercials. And then I opened my mind to do acting too. So since 17 or 18 years old, I always combine what is the music, what is the acting, and what is the art, the visual art in the same way. I studied visual arts, but I was doing a musical with another group, and then I was studying to be an actor. So everything, you know, I have it in three different paths, but one big love that is art.
And now you did a lot of theater in Puerto Rico. I understand you were in Rent and you did High School Musical
Yeah.
and Godspell. What were those experiences like for you?
My first experience was with Fame. Fame was my first musical. I was in a show, like a competition, singing competition in Puerto Rico, and then after that I have the opportunity to perform as a Tyron Jackson, the character in Fame. So that was the first time that I combined the dancing with acting, and I fell in love. Very difficult to rehearse everything, too many hours. Puerto Rico have beautiful talents and beautiful theaters, but it's not like Broadway. They don't pay you the rehearsals. You have to do it 3 months without payment. They only pay you the shows, and a success maybe is 3 or 4 shows for a maximum, you know, or 6 shows maximum. Then you are done. Okay, what's next? So it's not like here that the years of performance. So as an artist, it's good because they give me a lot of experience to have to do 8 or 9 musicals in 3 or 4 years. As an actor, to learn about other professionals. But economically, is not the best thing to do because they don't pay. You have to do it for love more than other thing.
And you also were a part of Jennifer Lopez's television show. That's
Yes.
great. Was that your first major exposure in front of a wide audience,
In front of a wide audience.
like a television audience?
Yes, yes, because I have everything of it related to my work in television was in Puerto Rico. But the first thing that I met with the national television, with Que Viva the Chosen was the name. Jennifer Lopez, Mark Anthony, and Jamie King was selecting a group of people to perform a show in Las Vegas, and I was one of the main singers to do the show. So we did a beautiful show in Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas with 10,000 of people, with a lot of flags from all over the Latin America, with amazing performance, and I was lucky to be there as a singer and sing with Jennifer and Mark and present myself but it's very good because it's Latin American, so that was my first experience.
And now you're here on Broadway.
Yeah.
What's that experience been like for you? I know you've been in the show about a month.
Yeah, for me, Broadway, I don't know, I enjoy every moment related to the audience, you know, to be in the story. I think it's a dream role to perform something that I'm really related. I was fan and I'm fan of Emilio Estefan and Gloria Estefan, so I know their story, the story that I relate myself from real life, that is the American dream. I'm giving that what they want because I live it and I'm living it. Papi, so yes, I relate to that story. So I'm having fun, and to have the members of the Miami Sound Machine, I feel like a concert, and to interact with the audience is perfect. Actually, after the show, in the backstage door, to know people from Venezuela, Colombia, Japan, Kentucky, Virginia, every kind of people so I'm having a cultural experience, and I'm just loving it.
Very cool. And what's your favorite number to perform in the show?
To perform, I rapped as a scene, as a whole. One of my favorite songs from Gloria Estefan, and Don't Wanna Lose You is a song that I can open to myself and just sing very with my heart, because it's very in a moment of the act two that is very important. So yes.
And now we've touched briefly, you're an artist as well. What sort of feelings go into your art? Do you tap into something different than when you're acting and singing, or is it all just a big creative process for you?
To create art?
To create art, yeah.
Yeah, well, I create, if I'm not having the muse, or I don't having the inspiration to write songs, for example, or I don't have a job as an actor or something, then I have the opportunity to find the other ways to motivate myself through the art. That is the painting, etc. So I love the process to give sensations, to give a message, so of things that we don't know, we don't see, the alter ego, what we want to do. I saw a picture in New York of some girl going bike, and then I kind of go into the mind, so what she can feel. She want to be a dancer, so I use the art to put how her as a dancer, but mixing it with the photographs. That is, so I use glass. I hope I'm expressing good myself.
You're doing very well.
So I'm using the glass to have that kind of connection of alter ego, the people, and to give color to the emotions, to the curiosity, to the bodies, to the shapes, to the nudity. So I really enjoy to paint and draw bodies and sensations.
And do you sell your artwork, or is it just strictly for yourself?
Well, the first time that I saw my art was an exhibition that I did in Puerto Rico, and I saw everything. So then I said, okay, this can be, I can give my art and live with that too. So I'm very lucky. I'm very blessed that I sell my art. It's more than, I don't know, 50 or 70 pieces that all over the world of my art. So I feel very blessed that people select me as to have in their homes something that is a piece of me, and always trying to give a good message. I'm not a dark artist. I'm trying to give a good message, because they will see that picture every day of their lives in their home. So I'm responsible to give a good thing.
And do you have any pre-show rituals that you do to get yourself in character?
In here,
Yeah.
let me see what I can do. I hear always Emilio Estefan when in the opening. I try to repeat himself, as it's a short thing, but I like to hear his voice. I record him, I met him, so I always trying to have that in my mind, and then be present. I'm not as a ritual before the show. I'm more a ritual in a present moment. Okay, what I'm doing. This moment is the moment of the accident. Okay, so what is my mind going there? Okay, let's do it. Boom, and then I perform as the present moment, the reality, and that is the ritual. Just be focused. I don't like to talk in any part of. I just like to be focused.
And after a performance, what do you do to unwind?
After, yeah, I walk to my apartment to see the crowded people, to see all this movement of people. It's the first time that I live in New York, so I'm enjoying every face, everything, every colors, every light. So for now, just walk and be relaxed, eat something, Cuban food or Puerto Rican food, or eat something, and then go home and try to relax. Keep the adrenaline of the conga in my mind, after 2 or 3 hours. But yeah, just trying to be relaxed, see Instagram, see my Facebook pages, read, that kind of things.
Ektor, thank you so much for taking the
thank
time
you.
to meet with me right
Thank
before
you.
your show. I very much appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye-bye.